Okay, well, after that blemish, after that little screw up, we are back for the sprint race. I'm not really gonna try and shout because my voice has absolutely disappeared from the Tottenham Shells game. So yeah, I'll just keep my voice down for the time being, I guess. What in the hell, man? Okay, yeah, this is why I haven't not got this game full price. Fuck me, bro. Oh, sorry everyone for that. No, yeah. Oh my. Oh, okay, this game's absolutely pissing me off now, man. Oh my god. Five lights on, and away we go. Hopefully the lag has disappeared as well. I've not really seen the quality results. So Zombod, Trimmer Shave gets ahead of Zombod. Everyone following closely behind. Lennon takes third. There's all sorts of chaos at the back. If this game can load in, I can probably see it. As well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening. Everyone at the bottom two of I Like Trains, who well, yeah, it just seems that Elias and Tim Blythe's actually been disqualified for going the wrong way, as Zombod retakes the lead from when Trimmershape came in front, and there's another yellow flag, and it seems the lag has disappeared. So I'm very sorry for the beginning stage of the session, but we are back as we are. Trimmershape is now defending from Lily, as something's happened there, and Nadewell is okay. So then, Collins lead going into lap 2. They lead 1 and 2, but Nadewell is right all over the back of them. As now here comes Trimmer as Lrc has spun into the wall, and I'm not really sure what's going on in the first few opening laps of this race. But what fight we've got here though, from Zombot to Coolest, who Coolest can actually clinch the title today. He only needs to score 35 points from I Like Trains, and the maximum points to be scored in a singular F2 weekend is of course 39. So, and Coolest in a great position so far to take the lead. Here he comes pulling alongside the Carlin of Trimmershave. And he first overtook Nadewell. He's now going to overtake Trimmershave and take up into second. I am not sure where he started. The age made a very great start, and Blazer has also made up a very great start, up from 15th, back of the grid, all the way up into 5th. So a very excellent start, a very well worked start from Blazer. Let's just close the UI. Looking very racy out there today, as he wants to attempt to pip I Like Trains to the championship. As it currently stands, I Like Trains is 9th, which will only scoring 2 points. Well, I think it works differently in the sprint. Yes, it does. So I think it's from 8th that they scored. So I think I Like Trains won't score points, but he's only 2 tenths away from Blazer, who made that excellent start, and he's into 8th now. And Kunis getting right close to Zombod. Will he make a late lunge, as Verstappen did to Hamilton? Not on this occasion. He just he's 3 laps into the race, so nothing risky just yet. He's got still a lot of laps to go. But here he comes now with DRS on Zombod. He's definitely going to make a move here as he pulls out alongside Zombod and takes the lead. But Zombod's going to try and fight it back into the chicane we go. He's going to try and make it stick. They make contact. Coolest is going to go off the track, but he still keeps it on. Coolest, and I didn't see much of the action there, but Coolest, they're side by side, they're wheel to wheel, heading into this right-hander. But now Nadewell finds himself alongside Coolest, but not for long though, as Zombod still retains the lead. But now into this corner we come. He's trying to just edge his way past bit by bit, but for now it is not working. I think he is in Bortoletto's car, is he not? Yes, I think yes he is. So obviously this is a great omen, as Bortoletto did wrap up the F2 Championship today. So let's see if Kulik can do the same in the same car Bortoletto won the championship with. But he still has a lot to do in these final few laps. But it's not really final few laps, but still there is a lot of laps to go. I'm very sorry, but he finds himself within a 3/10 disadvantage. But he'll have the DRS coming into the straight. As there's a yellow flag got the track map. As what's happened onto the track, nothing of note. But here comes Coolest. Sport back late dive bomb into the chicane. Thinks otherwise though. But he has the switchback. Coolest has the greater corner exit speed, and he's now almost neck and neck with Zombod as we come into the left-hander. Almost making contact yet again is the two drivers, but Coolest swept around the outside, but Zombod still with him. Trimmershave also close in this battle. He almost makes it 3 wide, and then Coolest hangs on and takes the lead. But Zombod will still fight it back though, as he just goes off the track and picks himself a 3-second time penalty. That's not helped him at all. He did go off track at lap 1. He did go off track the lap prior, and that track limit has just about wrapped up the penalty for him. So Coolest into lap 5 we go, and he is in the lead, while Trimmershave tries to have a look inside his teammates. He doesn't make a move, but Coolest, with now what was a 5/10 advantage, is just down a 4, but he is making himself up a gap. So Coolest looking to drive a solid race. Meanwhile, we find Nadewell pulling alongside Trimmershave, but no move thought of that on that occasion. then with DRS everyone. Oh, here comes Zombod with a late dive bomb. He takes the lead. Kulis has to go off track. It's exactly how Verstappen Hamilton, and he collides into his teammate. And now drops down all the way to 5th. With that penalty, he's not helped him, but Trimmer Shafe has... But in the result of that, Trimmer Shafe has emerged into the lead. Kulis will have to fight it back though. Let's say we go into 10 and 11. There won't be any move for Kulis on the time being, but he has to be very focused if he wants to take back the lead. Then we're still following close behind, as we have Elias, who is also zone today. He's behind the Kramer of I Like Trains, who is also contesting for the championship, as he grew into 6th in a point scoring position. So definitely help him a lot as he looks to try and make a move on Zombod. It won't work out. We have to look out for Elias behind him. Very close together, the two drivers, and it's side by side, going through the S's. I Like Trains holds firm, but Elias will have the outside line going into turn 5, as has he swooped around the outside? No. Yes, he has. He's got the better corner exit speed, and Elias is in front of I Like Trains. Meanwhile, in the front, nothing else happening in the front. Elias is up into 5th. He's overtook two cars in the space of one straight, and somehow the drivers save it. But there's contact all around, and both I think Zombod and Elias almost sent to late spin, but that has benefited I Like Trains massively, and this will definitely make his championship lead stable going into the feature race, where obviously Kulis will have a lot of points scored as well. So honestly, I forgot how the F2 sprint works with the point scoring system. As the yellow flag. Oh, Zombod is DNF'd. What's happened to Zombod? Something has happened to Zombod, and I'm not sure. He's actually retired on track, on session. Well, yeah, and he's pulling off just at the penultimate corner, it seems. Okay, so it's just like how it's just the same sprint system. So currently, I Like Trains. So currently, as it stands, Kulis will take maximum points. Let's just check now who holds the fastest lap. Because that will prove crucial. It will be Elias, but obviously he's a reserve, so his points will account to nothing. Meanwhile, we see the I think the MP of Lrc getting a bit squirrely as he now battles Bablo and emerges in front of all the pack. But look at this, 3 wide. There's a lot of collisions. Phil Malone almost lost it as he gets a time penalty, and Bablo spins. This is one chaotic sprint race as Kulis has retaken the lead from Trimmer Shafe. I'm not sure if that happened the laps earlier, but now we head into turn 10-11. Kulis now, I think Trimmer Shafe was battling for the lead, but Kulis still stayed firm and still in front. I Like Trains now has to clear Elias, but obviously as it stands, he will finish 4th because Elias's points won't count, but he still has to fight. He still has to fight for it and just ensure he doesn't get into a spin or a big collision with the Bahraini driver. So now in we go into lap 8. Sorry, I got confused with the drivers. Now Kulis still holds that gap out in front of. I think, just guess, it'll look like 2 tenths. I've disabled it. Okay, sorry. So 4 tenths is the gap, but Trimmer will have DRS. So Lrc picks up a penalty of 3 seconds for track limits indefinitely. As here comes Trimmer Shafe. Will he have an opportunity to move down the inside? No, he won't. But who will have an opportunity to move down the inside is Lrc Trains. Going around the chicane, and Lrc Trains has cleared Elias for now. As I think he'll get a DRS benefit. Elias, he does. And now how's this going to play out? Here comes Elias storming down the inside. And now as we round turn 9, Elias is back in front of Lrc Trains. But Lrc Trains will definitely be fighting this one as he now pulls alongside as we head into turn 10 and 11. And he's not alongside as we head into these section of corners. Ooh, he's gonna do almost collide, almost touches the back of Elias there. But yep, so far Lrc Trains keeping close to Elias, and perhaps has just distanced himself from the battle a bit. Although I don't think it was in it to begin with. As we now head up into the front, Coolest still in front, and well, let's just see as it stands. He'll take 10 points coming into the feature race, and Lrc Trains will just gain no, he'll just get 4 points. Yellow flags everywhere. It's been a very common theme this race. As Lrc Trains was thinking of move on Elias, but that doesn't come to fruition. Has Trimmershav just spun? Trimmershav has spun! I don't know what happened to Trimmershav, but maybe a collision with Nadewell, but Coolest now, that's benefited Coolest a lot. And well, from what was a car behind him is now a car behind him, but 2 seconds off the pace. As well, that's also benefited Lrc Trains, who's moved up position and now will gain just a point, just one more point. But that will move him up to third, which will score him 6 points. That will be interesting as Bablo's had a moment. Yeah, he's off track and he's had a moment, I think, coming out of the chicane. As now Coolest 2.5 seconds in front. Ooh, Elias just almost losing it at the final turn. Goodness, I wish Elias's points counted, because obviously this will definitely play a massive factor in the title race. So Lrc Trains still in hot pursuit of Elias, but Nadewell is 2.5 seconds behind, so he's gonna have to pull a miracle out the bag if he wants to be catching up to Coolest, but Coolest still sitting pretty in front. As the closest battle we have on track currently is between Mr. Zoxon and Blazer. Blazer had an incredible start, but not an incredible not an incredible oh, how do I say it? Yeah, forget it. Yeah, he's had an incredible start, but just not the race he wanted in the midpoint of the session. But now, Nadewell, Elias has actually overtaken Nadewell into the second straight, and now it's putting up second. But now Lrc Trains will have to clear Nadewell, and this is for position. This is essentially for second place. Actually, it's in fact an Invicta 1-2, and Lrc Trains will definitely get close. We'll definitely be fighting with Nadewell when we exit turn 5. We enter the penultimate lap of this race, and Coolest sitting pretty in front, almost 3 seconds the gap. The Lrc Trains will be hunting down Nadewell for the second position, which will put him up right with Coolest, and that will definitely give Lrc Trains a good buffer. Almost having a lot of wheel spin coming out of turn 5, which has lost him a bit of time. But here comes Nadewell. Elias is doing some rather some rather big defending. But he's just losing it a bit as Babler pits. I'm assuming to retire out the race. Okay. So already 5 DNFs. Well, sorry, 4 DNFs and 1 disqualification in the sprint race. In the sprint race alone. As what happens with perhaps I think it was Trimmershev, sorry. Trimmershev might have just swooped around the outside to take 5th place. So it was a definitely nice move for the Carlin driver. As here comes Kulis now, rounding the final corner. I think actually, if I Like Trains can pass Nadewell, this will probably be the championship wrapped up. Or not. I'm not really good with the mathematical situations, honestly. But whatever the result, we'll just have to wait and see then. I'm just checking the chat if they have any idea. No messages for now. Kulis has actually lost a bit of time, but that's because Elias is catching up to him. It's only 2.4 seconds now. But he's still sitting pretty in front. As here comes Nadewell. Trying to look down the inside of Elias. Won't work out. So let's see. So currently it's a 35-point gap. Kulis will score 45. But now I Like Trains in what will be P3 will only score 6 points. So I think it'll still remain a 39-point gap coming into this race. But I Like Trains made a very late move, and Nadewell's trying to defend, and he almost crashes Nadewell out and he takes P3. Well, Nadewell's going to be complaining about that, but here comes Kulis rounding the final corner to wrap up a very dominant sprint victory. Elias comes into second, but I Like Trains will take second, and Nadewell will finish up the podium. But that, late lunge from I Like Trains, I didn't see it fully, has costed Nadewell second place in the race, and I Like Trains has gained an extra 2 points. And there comes the lag again. But yeah, that was one end. That was one end to the race, and we'll just see what action will be taken about that. But yeah, that was the sprint race, and well, as it is in Lrc, the sprint races just provide the entertainment, I'm guessing. Okay, well that is that. Oh, you getting 2 points? Wait. So I Like Trains actually got the same amount of points as, I didn't know you take points per pole, but okay, there it is. So then simply put, I'll be seeing you in the feature race. Well then, this seems to be a sight to behold. I'm in the driver's seat now. But obviously I won't be racing, I'll just be retiring off just the beginning. And the race begins. Well, let's see the grid now. As ooh, we got some soft runners. So let's see now. As crucially, I like trains with that pole position. It'll put him in prime spot for the championship. But Coolest isn't that far back. He's only behind he only has to clear Lorries, and then just try and fight with I like trains. But obviously, we saw the pace he had in the sprint race. So I think this will definitely be one hell of be one hell of a race, I guess. So I'll just check the standings now. They both scored 10 points. So obviously no disadvantage or advantage for both of the drivers. I'll just try and I'll just try and have my mathematical calculations as best I can. They're not starting just yet, so I can just. Okay, so. So it was a 35 point. It's still a 35-point gap now. So both of them. So I like trains on 187 points, and Coolest is on 152 points. So Coolest definitely needs to win this race. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, no, guys. So wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Yeah, okay, we've got a problem here. How the fuck do I switch gear? Fuck's sake. Okay. How the fuck did you even rejoin select spectator? You're good. Get things get you with this game, honestly. F. Fuck. I should not miss the restart. Come on, hurry up. Let's say the spectator. There we go. Okay then. Hopefully I'm just in time for the start. And honestly, by the sounds of it, I don't think Krulis can outscore. It'll be the same. It'll be the same points. But no, I think if Krulis takes the fastest lap, and I Like Trains doesn't score any points, well, that's probably the best chance he's got. So let's see how it turns out. As I'm not not sure why I have it. Why I have the. Oh, guess it's on Blazer's camera then, because I don't know why it's put on the interior camera. But here we go, 5 laps on for the season finale. Here we go then. Let's see the start from from both the championship contenders. Coolest with a good start. Lrc is going to take the lead, but collides with Train slightly. As look at all the chaos in the back. Everyone moving around positions. Tim Bleich is around once again, but Coolest and Train side by side going into turn 5. Coolest, is he going to overtake both the cars? He doesn't get enough corner speed to do so. So Train still has the advantage and now is ahead of Coolest and into the championship lead, which will wrap up the championship for him. As if it stays like this. Here they go, 3 wide into the chicane. Almost doesn't end well. There's contact between Lrc and Coolest. Coolest has to go off the track, and now Lrc is alongside the Premier of I Like Trains. As Nadeville close behind as well. And I Like Trains crucially into the lead of this race. Meanwhile, Trimmershave is fighting with Phil Malone on track. Into turn 10 we go. They're alongside into turn 11. Ooh. Phil Malone braked out of it. Lucky to not be involved in a collision with Trimmershave. But they're still close behind. All the pack is very close behind. He's now headed into lap 2. So I Like Trains from Lrc, then from Coolest, then from Trimmer. It's all the way from 10th, and all the drive. And let's just check now, because it is quite a pack forming here. From the leader, it is only 4 seconds actually. It's not really that much, but they're still very close together. Both of the cars. I think each car just separated by 5 tenths. As now there's moving down the front. Blazer and Elias going wheel to wheel. And Blazer goes behind Elias. But here comes Coolest down the inside of Lrc. No, he doesn't. But someone that is storming down the inside, I think, is Blazer was in it. But no move done there. So I Like Trains still into the lead. So obviously, reminder: Coolest has to win this race and gain the fastest lap in order to wrap up the championship, and for I Like Trains to not score any points. But as it currently stands, it probably won't look that way. As Mr. Zoxon gets past Elias and doesn't interfere with Elias and Blazers' fight, as Elias picks off Blazer and is out into 8th. Meanwhile, we have quite the DRS train forming currently, but Nadeville has broken away from Trimmershave and is now a second ahead. Lrc sets the fastest lap. They swing round as Coolest goes off the track. Will that allow Nadeville a chance? He's not close enough for that chance to come. As Elias and Blazer, they're still fighting out together. Blazer still finding a way through Mr. Zoxon, but Mr. Zoxon will just pick out. Elias will just pick out Mr. Zoxon anyways, and Blazer looking to do the same as well. Zoxon's going to lose 2 positions in the space of 1 turn, and he does just that. But Lrc looking down the inside. Phil Malone, he's looked down the inside of Trimmershave and has passed the Carlin driver. But Trimmershave will have that benefit of DRS coming into turn 9. As we look down the front, I Like Trains still retaining the lead, but Lrc and Coolest fighting for 2nd position. And Lrc still stands his ground. From there's a yellow flag. It's Bablo once again having his moments. As we look down in, oh, don't forget Nadeville as well. He's definitely in this fight for P1 as well. I Like Trains almost drops it. out of traction going into the penultimate corner. He was now head round the final corner, and I Like Trains still in front. But look at the pack behind them. They are Trimmer Shape is 2 seconds behind, but it's quite the battle going on for P5. It's quite the battle going from P5. Just 5 drivers involved in the fight. But let's see now. Coolest has dropped back a slight bit, but not enough to put him out of contention not enough to put him out of the DRS range. As Phil Malone has probably just gone down the inside of Trimmer, but Trimmer gets the quicker exit speed, and Lrc with the quicker straight line speed gets in front of I Like Trains. Coolest almost had a look in as we have a yellow flag, and Pablo just providing our entertainment value, I guess. But obviously these guys are providing even more entertainment value as here comes I Like Trains into turn 9, swoops around the outside and takes the lead. And yeah, a very good fight evolving in Yas Marina. We don't really say that often, do we? In real life, of course. But Lrc still trying to find every bit of space he can surprise I Like Trains with. He's now heading to lap 4. He almost drops it out of traction as well. But here comes Coolest looking down the inside, but no move doing for him at all for the British driver. But he definitely has a great opportunity as we're going to head into turn 5 in a few moments. When he tried that lunge, I think it's a bit too far for him. He won't think about it, and rightly does exactly that. As my AI is actually fighting in this game. Well then, he's down to 15th, but I'm not racing, of course. If I was racing, I'd be retired of this race straight away. But here comes Coolest into the chicane, no move doing. I Like Trains still in front. It is the Prema driver, but now Lrc will have a good opportunity into turn 9. Here he comes, swoops into the inside and takes the lead. But Coolest will have to have a great look in as Mr. Zoxon and Kateshi having a scrap here as Mr. Zoxon just went wide a bit. That's allowed Kateshi to swoop inside and take 9th, but Mr. Zoxon trying to find every bit of space to get in front of Kateshi, but on this lap it's no doing indeed. As here we go then, the gap only 1/10, and yeah, Nadewell has dropped back a bit, but only by 4/10, so he's still within the DRS range, but he's going to have to do a little bit more than that in order to get into the podium places. So then I Like Trains, with Lrc overtaking at turn 9, I Like Trains will have to do something about it. Will he do a lunge in here? No, he won't. But he'll try and have a good corner exit. They've had the same corner exit as perhaps retires in the pits. I'm surprised Pablo hasn't retired in the pits as well. But here comes I Like Trains with the DRS advantage, and he's ahead before we even reach the chicane. And ooh, but he's still in front. Coolest, he's not really done much, but he's still getting a good look in as he has DRS now. And Pablo, don't know why he's still on the track, to be honest. But I like Lrc takes P1, and it's just been a case of giving one position back to another on turn 9 specifically. Ooh, as I Like Trains gets a bit close to Lrc's rear, but they're still on track, and Coolest still following behind I Like Trains. Well, obviously as it stands, and as Nadewell dives into the pits actually, and well yeah, that's probably come to the end of his soft stint. Maybe we'll try a bit of an undercut. No, with and now Elias has a clear track ahead of him, so I'm guessing all three of the drivers are gonna have to be aware, because Elias is well coming for them. As Nadewell exits onto the mediums, as all Nadewell, Trimmer, and Mr. Zoxon, they head back onto the track on medium tires. But here comes Coolest, thinking of a move. Should I even mention him at this point? Because yeah, we'll just leave him to do his thing. No, just a minute behind the closest car. Nice. As I Like Trains does a nice move. Coolest does a late move, but Lrc survives that attempt. It was a very late move from Coolest, trying to take P2, but on this occasion he hasn't pulled it off well, and with Lrc trying to defend from Coolest, does I Like Trains to at least up the advantage a bit. He's 5 tenths in front. Now they make that 6 tenths now, so Lrc's gonna have to focus here. As now Coolest dives into the pits himself. So it all depends on if the undercuts work by Nadewell. So where's Nadewell on track? I think Coolest is now exiting the pits. He is. Here comes Nadewell. He's almost past the pit tunnel, but I think by the time Nadewell even reaches that corner, Coolest is ahead, but not by that much. Actually, it is by that much. It's just by a second or two. So yeah. So Coolest did survive that undercut from Nadewell. I mean, he wasn't really close to begin with, Nadewell, from Coolest. But yeah, Coolest still ahead of Nadewell, and that's honestly crucial if he wants to keep any hopes of the championship hour alive. But as things currently stand, it's not looking that way. Then we head into turn 9, and who's that diving in the pit? It is Lrc, in fact. Almost getting close to the barriers is Lrc. Survives, and we'll put the medium tires on. So obviously he was I Like Trains' closest competitor. Let's just see where he comes out. He'll hope to come out at least ahead of Coolest. So I'm just seeing now he is coming out of the pits, and I Like Trains with a very healthy gap in front. As let's see now, Lrc and Coolest. Well, Lrc come out. What happened there? Lrc was just in the pits and then teleported onto the track. Well done, Codemasters, for making such a great game, and that has ruined his race entirely. So I'll be hearing from his I'll be hearing from his side on what happened, but I don't know if that's on my screen or he's just exiting pits as normal on his screen. There's something different, but who knows? As Elias is fighting I Like Trains for the lead, and here comes Elias into turn 10 and gets the lead. Meanwhile, Coolest and Nadewell has catched up to the back of Coolest, and this is essentially a fight for net P3, as the drivers ahead of him have not pitted, and Nadewell with a late move gets ahead of Kulis, but not for long, as Kulis retakes 5th, but not for long either. Nadewell gets into 5th, and while that happened, Elias has took the fastest lap of the race. So I like to try and stick with him, but regardless of what happens, he will finish the race first if it stays like this. So yeah, but so far he's doing quite the job staying in front, as we still have this battle raging on, and Kulis just keeping out the dirty air. I think as they get really close, together, as they swoop round the S's and now barrel down to turn 5. Of course, a lot of late lunges happen here, but on this occasion, nothing doing. They get, I don't know if that was a bit of, just look a bit hasty coming out of that corner. But yeah, meanwhile in front, I Like Trains still doing a good job to stay in front of Elliot, but actually, crucially, I Like Trains has not pitted, but here he comes anyways. I Like Trains dive bombing down the inside of Elias. That was a really great move. Coming out of turn 11, we got the best camera angle for it, luckily. And I Like Trains now shoots into the lead, but will he dive into the pit? That's exactly what he does. So he just wanted to get track position and to gain that vital few tenths. And now Elias takes into the lead. I think he started on the medium tyres, so there will be no pitting. There will be a pit stop for him in the latter stage of this race. But I Like Trains to take that move and then shove into the first. It was a great move, but now this is crucial. Where does this put I Like Trains? Coolest, his closest competitor, Coolest, as of now, he's just came out of the final corner, and I think this will definitely keep I Like Trains well in front of Coolest. So this has worked out very well. He's actually bolted on a new set of softs instead of the medium. So actually no, it hasn't. I'm sorry, Coolest is ahead of I Like Trains. But still, regardless, I Like Trains has to score no points, and Coolest has to win the race with the fastest lap. But we'll still get a right old good fight. This has put Coolest ahead of I Like Trains, but I Like Trains on those soft tires. That's a very bold move from him. Let's see how long he can make those soft tires last. As meanwhile, Nadewell side by side with Coolest coming into the chicane, but Coolest shoots ahead of Nadewell up into 4th. Lennon meanwhile still on these medium tyres, as is Elias. So just check, has Elias stopped this race at all? I don't think he has. No, he hasn't. So the front 2 drivers, and speaking of devil, Elias comes into the pit, and I'm sure Lennon will do the same. Or we'll just see, because he's quite a long way back. But now crucially, I Like Trains now a second ahead of Coolest. He just has to keep it on track, does the Primo driver. As Blazer picks up a penalty for track limit, and yes indeed, Leland does stop. But where does Elias come out? He's behind. Well, he's gonna come out, I think, at least around 7th. So we have a lot of work to do. Or does he? No, it's just 4th. It's just 4th ahead of Elias. But look at the gap I Like Trains has pulled in front of Coolest, 1.8 seconds, and that will definitely be the gap that will wrap up the championship. So he just has to stay in front, and the championship will be his for the F2 off-season. But meanwhile, Coolest has to fend off from Nadewell. But obviously, I like Trains with those soft tires, pulling out a very solid gap. But we'll see how the tire dig comes into the fray, and we'll see how that impacts his race, if it even does. So then, Lrc and Blaze are making moves. on track. As a Pablo, well, no surprise there. I'm surprised he didn't pick up a penalty earlier. Now Elias, and now Elias onto those soft tires will cause some trouble for Kulis and Nadewell as I Like Trains takes the fastest lap. Elias doesn't take the fastest lap because he was on the he was exiting the pits the lap prior, but he's now ahead of Nadewell and will cause a bit of trouble for Coolest. And look at I Like Trains, 3.2 seconds in front. Those soft tires have worked out very well for him. And as we count down to 5 laps to go of this race, I think the soft tires will definitely hang on. So it was a very good call by the Prema driver. As now meanwhile, Elias pulls alongside Coolest and takes second place. But obviously it's just overtakes for fun, though these points won't count anything. So as it stands, Coolest will finish second still. And now Nadewell all over the back of Coolest, so he might not even finish second. But as for now, he's not in front of the Brit. He wasn't even fully alongside him, so he stays firm for now. But we'll definitely look to make another move into the near future. And meanwhile, we see down the back of Mr. Zoxen and Mr. Zoxen and Trimmershafe having a very great battle as you head down into turn 10 11. Trimmershafe ahead for now. As the I Like Trains well picks up another fastest lap, but Elias already with his antics also takes the fastest lap, and I think he's definitely on course. He's in front of Coolest now and up into second. And 2.8 seconds is the gap, and oh jeez. With just a couple laps to go, you can probably make that gap up in no time. Meanwhile, Nadewell still on the back of Coolest. Here he comes down the inside and into third. But Coolest will still find a way to fight this back, though. As Mr. Zoxen has got past Trimmershafe in that battle for 8th place. But here comes Coolest. They're both on the inner part of the track, and Coolest swoops round the outside, as does Phil Malone. Round turn 9. Turn 9 has definitely been the spot of overtaking for this race in particular, but Loris momentarily was wheel to wheel with Phil, but no overtaking over there. So then the gap only 1.8 seconds, and this will cause some trouble for I Like Trains. I Like Trains just have to hope it's a clean battle. As now Elias picks himself up a penalty, but it won't. But honestly, as things stand, it won't affect his race at all, as he's 4 seconds ahead of his Invicta teammate Coolest. Nadewell has just dropped back 2 tenths. So he's going to try and attack Coolest coming into the chicane. But Phil Malone actually catching up to the drivers ahead. He's only 1.3 seconds behind, but he's also bottled on a set of soft tyres on. So he'll definitely have the pace, as Pablo in front of his Prema teammate has had yet another moment, and I'm just not really sure as to what he's still on the track for. There he is. But yeah, only a few laps to go for I Like Trains. It's been indeed a solid, as Tim Bleich down there still beefing with my AI. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's even 13th, honestly. As now, here we go. We tick down to the penultimate lap of this race. Kulis has also picked up a penalty, so this will put more misery into his race results, and well, that is essentially the championship wrapped up there and then. So I Like Trains will still want to I'm sure still want to finish the race in first place, but he has Elias to try and stop that. But Elias, with that 3-second penalty, I mean, he is fast, but is he fast enough to pull out 3 seconds in the space of 1.5 lap? Here he goes down the inside. Sorry, I might just cut out there. Elias battling I Like Trains. He wants to finish it on track. Does I Like Trains, so he's doing all he can to fend off the Bahraini driver as we now head into the final corner for the final lap of this race. These two, of course, gave us a really great fight at Monza. I'm sure of it, at least. No, not really any memories of that race other than just the chaotic fight that was going on. But now look at this. Phil Malone is right up with the other pack, and he definitely has a shout for a podium here. Does the German, if he can overtake all these cars in front. Meanwhile, I Like Trains still fending off from Elias, who now picks up DRS. And here he comes now, storming down the inside of the chicane and takes first place. So I Like Trains definitely won't finish the race in P1, but he will finish the race in P1 regardless because of the on-track penalties. But look at this, Kulis under pressure from Lrc, who was fighting in the early stages of this race, now back up into the fight. But he himself also picks up a 3-second penalty. And well, Phil Malone, if you can do a late podium charge here, it will be quite the race from the German. But as it stands, also Blazer wants it, but he's alongside Nadewell. He could be also alongside Kulis, but not for. Oh my goodness. It's very chaotic at the last stage of this race, but I Like Trains actually is in front of Elias, and here he comes now for the final time of the F2 Off-Season Championship. I Like Trains is your Formula 2 champion of the world. As now we just see here, Kulis down into 5th. Where's that come from? Kulis is now down into 5th. There's a collision in there. As now Nadewell picks himself up a podium place. With all the penalties that are applied, Phil Malone up into 4th. It wasn't a podium in the end, but it was still a very great race by the German. And well, that has ensued but that was quite the race. Phil Malone started 4th. I wasn't aware. I'm sorry, but yeah, Nadewell from 5th has taken 2nd. Yeah, what a race, and what a season from I Like Trains, who has wrapped up the championship in quite the style, ahead of Lrc's fastest driver. Well then, we'll just wait for the results so I can screenshot them. Oh yeah, and also despite that error in the pit lane, Lrc still managed to pull himself back into the fight, but obviously with that 3-second penalty at the end, it pretty much ruined every chance of a podium. So then, I like trains. In the end, takes 33 points, and well, yep, that's the championship wrapped up. Then, so I'll be seeing you in the driver interviews in just a moment. Let's just get this over and done with, shall we? Yeah, it's been quite the day today, honestly. I like Trains won the race and obviously won the championship, but unfortunately isn't here with us in the voice chat. But then we'll be moving down the grid, I guess. I'll be taking the feature race. So then, of course, Elias is a reserve, but he's finished second up track, so we're taking him then. Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Hi.
So yeah, great pace as usual, and you finished second in both the sprint and the feature. Um, yeah, you've had great battles in front, as we've seen back in Monza as well, and yeah, just talk us through how it went.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun again. Uh, yeah, pace was really good. Everything was just looking really good. I was just trying to have fun out there, while still being fast. Uh, I kept all my battles clean, and yeah, I was trying to help out Kulis a little bit,
Yeah,
since I was reserving for his team. But yeah, I mean, I had to keep it clean as well, and I know I kept it clean. I mean, I did everything to make sure that I wasn't doing anything stupid to take out anybody. But yeah, I mean, I had some good battles with trains, and yeah, I mean, it was just really good fun. Sprint race start wasn't really so good because you know I got collected.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, I was just focusing on trying to make it through the rest of the field, and yeah, I guess we were successful today. Pace was good. Um, and generally, I just had a lot of fun. So yeah, it was a good day.
yeah. It was lovely to see you fighting out there as usual as well. Well then,
Thanks.
yeah. I'm just gonna probably rush these interviews. So yeah,
All
obviously,
right, fair enough.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. So yeah. Thank you for racing. Thank you for reserving in the F2 Championship, and hopefully we can see you in full time for season 8.
Yep. Hopefully.
Yep.
Thanks you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye
See ya.
bye.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay. So who else finished? In it's Nadewell. He is with us, but he is streaming. So this time will be nice. This time will be nice. I won't interrupt your stream. We'll just move down to Phil Malone, who's also streaming. Loris isn't streaming, so I'm moving him. Low,
Hello.
low. Okay, so P9 in the sprint and P
Five,
P5 in
P4, P3 depends.
yeah P5 in yeah, but yeah those so yeah you were battling with Kudus, I think, in the early stage of the feature race, when obviously I saw you had like a little error in the pits. It
Yeah.
compromised you. Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, you still managed to fight back and managed to grab P5 in the end. So what was it like from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, pace was fine, but yeah, I just made a mistake in the pits, which cost me quite a lot of time, and then I got reset on the track by the game, and that's, yeah, basically it. But still, I think did reasonably a good job, so yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, not really much for me to say then. But yeah, hopefully we can see you in season 8, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah. Bye bye. Let's see. Not sure if Error raced. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. He didn't. Okay. But let's see who else we have. We have Coolest. Is he in the chat? Yes, he is. And who was obviously the closest competitor to I Like Trains, but in the end didn't turn out the way he wanted. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay. So P1 in the sprint race and P6 in the feature. So obviously you were definitely one of the championship contenders today, but in the end, other trains nabbed it. It was a pretty big point advantage to make up, anyways. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, still though, that's the way it turned out. You were involved in some fights. That it was definitely very entertaining. Almost the whole feature race you were involved in the fights. But how was it like from your side?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I just want to say congrats to Trains. He's absolutely deserved this. He's been very, very quick this season, and even with the mistakes, he's more than made up for them with his raw pace. So yeah, congratulations to him. Deserves it. But yeah, going into it, I mean, after Monza, I was like, with the way that that race went, I'd kind of just, even though it was still like mathematically possible I could win, I was just kind of like, I'm gonna go into the final race and just try and have a good time and see what results happen and not worry too much about the championship unless there's a real chance. So yeah, I was just doing the best that I could. The sprint was quite interesting because I think there was a crash on the first lap that took out Trains and Elias, so I had a bit of a buffer to those guys. So yeah, that one was mostly clean, and then Nade and Tremor hit each other, so it was kind of plain sailing from there. But then, yeah, in the feature race, me and Nade were just trying to kind of working together to make sure we didn't lose time when we were fighting each other, trying not to go side by side in the chicane and stuff like that. And just trying to stick with with Lrc and Trains initially, because obviously those guys were a little bit quicker than us, so we were just trying to keep in the fight, see what could happen. By that point, I was like, I'd need to win the race, and Trains would have to get taken out or something for any championship hopes. So I was just doing the best job that I could and waiting to see what would happen ahead. So yeah, it was a decent race, and then once we got to the final couple of laps, we were sort of like, yeah, okay, it's probably not happening now. There's nothing I can do. So me and Nade, we just said, all right, you know what, screw it. Let's just go out in a blaze of glory and fight each other and all these guys behind us. So we had a lot of fun those last couple laps.
Yeah, definitely. Phil Malone out of nowhere just made up the gap, and it was just it was just a big pack of battles in the final
Yep.
few laps. So yeah, it was very fun to watch. But yeah, you did the best you could. But in the end, yeah, it's still, as I said, it was a bigger point advantage. But yeah, I think you did all you can, all you could this race. But yeah, so thank you for racing, thank you for competing, and hopefully we see you for season 8.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, one more thing as well. Did you? Excuse.
Sorry,
Did you? Yeah, sorry. Did you happen to see my drift? It's a very important question.
I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, turn 9 on the final lap. I'll see if I can put a clip in clips for stream. It was
Yeah. Please do.
it's pretty mental, but yeah. Thank you for
Yeah,
the interview, and
yeah. No worries, mate.
see you next season.
Yep. Have a nice day. Nice evening. The day is almost over. Day's almost over for him. Yeah. So then, who else? I think Shade probably next. No, it's Mrs. Oxen next in the feature, but obviously, they're still streaming. Mrs. Oxen actually streaming. Who else is in stream? Nadewell's still on the stream. Bill's still on the stream. Oh fuck, I'm impatient, honestly. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. I held up for you. I held up for you because you were streaming, but then I just gave up all patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just showing something, but no worries.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, P4 in the sprint and P3 in the feature race. So quite a good collection of points from you. You were there. You were thereabouts in the fight. I think in the final few laps, it definitely bunched up a lot, and then you were definitely in the fight for the podium. But yeah, in the end, you actually did get the podium. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, you were there. You were thereabouts with the coolest in like the first few stages, but then after that, as I said, in the last laps, yeah, you definitely pulled out a podium out the bag, and yeah, a lot of good points collected for this for the final season, for the final race in the F2 season. But what was it like from your perspective?
Um, it was better than expected because I mean, at the start of the event, I was very hopeful that the results in Coda and Austria, they were very good, and I was like, okay, I can keep this pace, and I had the pace in the last few races, but just luck and happenings. It just impeded me actually managing some good points. But today, I mean, I had a clean first few laps, and yeah, I managed to manage the pace, and it was pretty good. And yeah, it was really fun to fight with Coolest and everyone at the end. And thankfully, I mean, I knew Elias or Lemano. He's like 5 times quicker than me. So I was like, and he's a reserve who's gonna get DQ'd. And I said like, yeah, I'm just gonna let him go and use the DRS if I can have it. But yeah, it was a more of a management kind of thing with the DRS because of the whole straight here. So yeah, pretty happy about the result.
Yeah, but yeah, those few laps were very like entertaining to watch. Just everyone jockeying for position. Yeah, it was very nice to watch. But yeah, thank you for competing in F2, and we'll hope to see you for season 8.
Yes, sir. I'll be there definitely.
Yeah, we will be there. Okay,
Okay.
take care,
Yeah,
man.
thank you. Bye.
Phil Malone still streaming. He is.
Hello, Mr. Kvyat.
Hello, Phil.
Hello.
So then let's see, P7 in the sprint and then P4 in the feature race. So like I was speaking to Nadewell, it got very tense in the last few laps. It got very bunched up. You actually made up a few temps and just caught up to the pack, and that's how the fight triggered. Honestly, the other stages you definitely battling. I don't really remember much from you, but yeah, you definitely had a battle with Trimashave. I remember. But yeah,
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 on the beginning, yeah.
yeah, on the beginning, yeah. But how is it like from your perspective?
Um, yeah, crazy today. I was involved in a lot of incidents today. Um, especially in the sprint where, yeah, I don't know if you played F1 career a lot, but there's always the option where you could say I was an idiot from a magnet for idiots, and I felt like that today. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the sprint I got unlucky, being sandwiched by Coolest, and then Loris closing the door too early, which spun me around, and then which also involved, I think, trains and also Elias, if I'm not completely wrong. Yeah, and then our races was mostly done for the sprint. I just got past Loris on time penalties then, so that's at least something. Yeah, and then the feature was probably saved through my tire choice, starting um on the mediums and going onto the soft tires. I hope for that I could maybe get a few positions on track. But yeah, in the end, P4, thanks to a lot of penalties from the guys in front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and with Elias DSQ, that's somehow again under the podium. And I think with the points me and Tim scored, we should probably stay in front of MP and AX. That secures us P3 in the constructors.
That's nice then. That's the great achievement by you guys, and yeah, it was a very well run race from your part. So yeah,
Yeah, it was very, very difficult today though.
yeah,
And
no,
big shout outs to Tim, who did an amazing job securing important points for the season. He may even not always have the best performances, but he gave it everything he could. And yeah, it was a pleasure to work with him for the short off season.
yeah, sorry. Okay, but yeah, thank you for competing in F2, and we hope to see you back for season 8. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Right, take care. Bye bye. The wrong one. Fine. Okay. Oh shit. Hopefully didn't cut him off there. The desktop audio was just a bit muted. Right, but yeah, that was Phil's interview. Still got quite a lot to go, if I'm honest. So Lrc, did I interview him? I did. Oh goodness, no, I didn't. Okay, wait just a minute. Hello, Lrc.
I already got interviewed.
Oh yeah, I did it. Sorry, it's been fucking long, honestly. These interviews. Oh, I thought he was streaming. That's why. All right, Mr. Zoxon still streaming. I'll get him in.
What the fuck? Okay.
My sample's still not. Oh fuck's sake! Right, hello then.
Hello.
Um,
Um.
P10 in the sprint and P7 in the feature race. Honestly, you got involved in a few battles, but other than that, not really up to scratch with how your race went. So, how was the race then?
It was okay. Sprint race, yeah. I think, yeah, just played a bit too much with his setup. Didn't pretty much work. It was not that fast, and in the end, yeah, P10 could have been better. And thing is, this feature race then later, it actually went a bit good. I have to say, good fight with Trimmer. In the first stint with the others, I guess after the pit stops, we just lost the track, and yeah, still was a good thing, and we have done good points for the team. I think that we still lost the dams in the P7 fight, but yeah, in the end, it was okay.
Okay, well yeah, that's yeah. Thank you for competing in the championship, and yeah, we'll hope to see you for season 8.
Of course, yeah, true.
Yeah, okay. Take care then.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so right, Kudos I interviewed. Do I even bother interviewing Pablo? I don't know. But obviously we're not down the order yet. So Trimmer Shave up next. Hello,
Oh,
hello Trimmer.
hello.
Okay, so P5 in the sprint and P8 in the feature. So I'm not really sure what happened in the sprint for you, but in the feature you definitely had a very great fight with Phil in the in just the in the race overall, and then after that with and yeah, just fell back a bit. But yeah, how was it? How was it like from your perspective?
The sprint was going good. We had a train with Coolest and Nate. We were going good until Nate hit me and spun me around. So that's why I went to fifth. I was sixth, but I got through with a penalty from perhaps. I will get fourth. Maybe third if there's some penalties applied, because I know Trains was doing some weird moves. That was said from some other people. Uh, what else? Then yeah, the feature started well. I did fight with Phil, but he was just faster. I couldn't do much, so I fell back and did nothing. I fought with Zoc for the rest of the time, trying to stay in the gap to Blazer. But that was about it. Nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. As you said, that was it then. So yeah, thank you for competing in the F2 Championship, and hope to see you for season 8.
Uh, as you can see, I'm very excited.
Yeah, I can tell, mate. Okay, have a
Can't
nice
I
day.
can't wait.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Take care, mate.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay. Well, I've interviewed Zox and I interviewed Loris I interviewed, Phil I interviewed. Baltar, did he race today? No. Should I even bother interviewing Bablo? I mean, Error asked for an interview. I think he did race today, so why not get him in? Bonjour.
Hello.
Hello. Honestly, I don't remember. Did he actually race today?
No, but I am a TP of the team that won the
Oh,
constructors.
Okay, no, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So who you think principal was? Oh, you want
So Prema.
Prema. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, congrats on the drivers' championship as well as the constructors as well. Your I like train definitely ran a great race in the feature, and
Yep.
well, Bablo just did what Bablo does. He was
Yeah.
he was spinning the every session, honestly. But yeah, how is it like from your side?
I mean, honestly, I mean it's very cool, especially getting this lineup. I trusted in this lineup since the beginning. I knew we could achieve results. Unfortunately, Pablo wasn't really able to, convert his potential this season. But yeah, but Trades, I mean, Trades did very well, and I expected him to be. Even before I saw that he was fast in F2 cars, I wanted to go for him because I knew he had potential, and with some help and with strategy and with setups, I knew he could perform. So yeah, honestly, super happy with the constructors because it's always my priority, and also Trades getting the drivers in the meantime. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, very solid achievement from you and your boys, even though Bablo just couldn't be up to scratch. But yeah,
Yeah.
very great. Yeah, thank you for the for your drivers competing in the championship, and yeah, hope to see you in season 8.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, well,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, you'll see. As I said, but take care.
Yeah. See you, man.
Bye. Honestly, if I'm honest, just no point interviewing Bablo. But yeah, yeah, sorry, mate. I just want to rush through this. I just want to rush through this. It's been quite the day, honestly. So yeah, let's move on to the clips. Everything in frame. We've got 28 clips. Well, just removing the messages, of course.
What the fuck?
Oh, holy hell! Okay, I thought it was just gonna be a clip of him spinning. Sorry, no offense to him, but yeah, I was spoiled for that then. But here we go then. On the replay camera. This is on Nadewell. Oh yeah, this was the push from I Like Trains on the. Sorry. But yeah, that was the push from I Like Trains in the just the last stages of the race, and yeah, that's what pushed him out. But he still got the podium in the end because Elias will get disqualified for the reserve. But let's just take a closer look at this. But I mean, I'm not really got the best of angles, but yeah, I wish I had an onboard angle from there. But I'm not the one to point fingers though. But it did. But honestly, from what I see, well, I think just momentarily, I think Nadewell is ahead of the Apex, but then I Like Trains. I mean, look, I support Verstappen, but he does do a bit of a Verstappen-esque move there, just not giving enough space, and yeah, it happens again there. So that will be interesting. As Nadewell said, or I think it was. I don't know. It was one of the drivers I interviewed. They said he saw I Like Trains doing some weird moves, and maybe that is one of them. So yeah, it will definitely be looked at since then. But for now, nothing's been confirmed just yet. So here we are with Phil Malone with his unlimited amount of clips at the start of the sprint.
Ach, scheiße.
fuck? Oh mein... Danke. Danke, Loris. Sehr guter Move. Cool. P14. Bei Loris einfach...
That was in the I'll just leave this commentator chat. But yeah, that's what happened at the start. Both starts, in fact, were actually very chaotic. But let's just take a closer look at this. Yeah, Kudus alongside him really took the opportunity, didn't he?
What the fuck? Oh my...
But then yeah, look, he gets a tap from Loris. I thought he got sandwiched in the end.
Loris.
But yeah, that tap of Loris, that's what sent him round. So we have another clip from the sprint race, 7 laps in.
What?
Whoa,
What?
Pablo.
Pablo? Du Vollidiot! Du...
Du musst vor den Kurven bremsen.
Oh
Wir wollen
mein
keine
Gott.
Strafe aufgebrummt bekommen.
Das darf nicht sein.
Wir haben eine Zeitstrafe erhalten, die mit der Gesamtrennzeit am Ende verrechnet wird.
Well then, this was definitely the biggest disaster class ever. Maybe I should have interviewed him, but honestly, well, let's see what he's saying. I don't think he's saying anything in the chat. No, he isn't. I'll just scroll down. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah, I don't. Oh, that's the last clip. Sorry. But yeah, I'm not sure what Babler was on this race. But here we go, taking a closer look. A very late defensive move from the start.
What?
Ooh.
What? Pablo?
And then looks does it again under braking.
Du Vollidiot! Du...
Almost what sent Phil Malone around again, and he just goes around again like that. Oh my lord!
Aufgebrummt bekommen.
Das darf nicht sein.
Absolute chaos. It's the classic Bablo moment. You're not in the chat. Yeah, it wasn't in waiting room, so honestly, I'm sorry about that. Clip from Phil. There's Loris just behind him.
Achtung, Achtung!
Rewind into
Du
chicane.
blöder Wichser, Mann! Es gibt es nicht.
I think I did see this incident on when I was streaming.
Du blöder...
Yeah, that's what sent them into almost a late spin there. But I didn't see you. Oh, you were streaming. Oh, my bad. You were streaming, but yeah, honestly, I'm sorry. It's really don't have the time. I'm sorry. I don't really have the time. If I'm gonna be real, this is from Bablo's side.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, bro.
And a very late
Please
Are you
clip that.
recording, Pablo?
Yeah.
a very late reset to track from Blazer. Why do we late Bablo raid? This is from Mr. Zoxon with his classic face cam. So let's.
Oh my god!
Here it's from the sprint race as well.
Oh, what?
Oh my god, I'm in the wall.
That was,
It took out trains, Mike.
yeah,
It was Phil.
that was Phil spinning out.
Phil. Oh my god, bro! What are they doing?
Perhaps it started to push me over.
What are they doing, dude? Okay, so Phil just took out trains, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Phil.
Good.
So just do that in the next race as well. That would be great.
He just took all.
Well then, quite the chaotic first lap. It
Oh
was
my
on
god.
this race.
Oh, what?
Oh my god, I'm in the
just,
wall.
just to avoid
Spinning out.
the chaos
Phil.
into
Oh
turn
my
one.
god, bro! What are they doing?
Perhaps
We're coming into turn 5.
push me over.
I think got hit from behind from Blazer.
Okay, so Phil
Or
just
did
picked up
he
trains, by the way.
lose it by
Oh,
himself?
okay.
He lost it by himself, did he not? But
So
Pablo
do
just
that in the
comes
next race
steaming
as well,
through,
that would be great.
and yeah, no damage. He's on reduce, isn't it? The damage. It looks that way, honestly. Yeah. Lennon versus Pablo was like Hamilton versus Verstappen.
Damn.
And Pablo's leading.
Um,
Do anything.
He's moving under braking!
Anything.
He's moving under braking! And he does
I
this
see a
shit.
yellow flag on the horizon. But green's made it
And he
through.
does this shit. What the fuck? Pablo. Pablo.
God, what in the world has he? Maybe I should have. You know what? Okay, well. You know what? I need. You know what? We're gonna move back to the driver interviews for a bit, because I actually want to get an answer as to what he was on this race. So back to the interviews for just a brief moment. 'Cause I want to question Bablo. I really do. Well then, Bablo. Hello, can you hear me? I've got it muted. I've got you on 0% volume. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. I initially
hello.
wanted. Yeah, hello. I initially wanted to skip you because you chose such a terrible race. No offense, but
Yeah,
I just wanted to say, what were you thinking, man? Honestly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That move on lap 7 in the sprint, I don't know.
Exactly my thoughts, bruv. 11th and, well, just nowhere in the feature race, simply put.
Yeah,
But yeah, at least I've got my answer, and yeah, well, yeah, that's how, well, yeah, that's the best I'll get, I guess. So yeah, well, thank you for competing, and hopefully we maybe see you for season 8.
I will.
Yeah.
I just don't like the F2 cars, that's all.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough then. Okay, well, yeah, see you, mate.
See ya.
Okay, yeah. Initially I didn't want to do, but after what I saw on like both clips on repeat, I was like, just what is he doing? Well, let's check it again. 'Cause I didn't
Damn.
check
And
the-
Pablo's leading.
Shit, I cannot do anything.
He's moving under braking!
I should not see that from Phil's perspective. I think it was, but yeah, very very funny race by Pablo. But here we are, back on the clips and back in the feature race clip this time on the start as well, which was
Oh,
definitely
Lelen fell
chaotic.
asleep.
Go, let's go. Oh, it's contact.
Tim has.
Oh my God.
Okay, Tim has jumped. I mean, over the curb.
That's that, but let's just see if there's more.
Oh, Lelen fell asleep.
Go, let's go.
Oh, I think it's initially Tim Blige that. Yeah, I guess on this little hump hit and just collided with Jimmy and that's what sent him round.
Tim has.
As said by Mrs. Oxen, it's a long one. Oh, and it's just portraying the fact. Oh, yes, 2 minutes. Well then, we're in for a hell of a ride. Obviously, the final lap was very intense indeed, so I'm not really surprised why it's a long one. But yeah, we'll sit back and relax.
Okay, riskier jetzt einfach alles.
Alles jetzt auch nicht. Los, 3 Sekunden.
Hey, one.
Bleib einfach dran.
Ja. Wow, cool.
That's the drift he was talking about.
Hilfe, ich hab Angst. Oh mein Gott, 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 oh mein Gott.
Laser links, Laser rechts meine ich.
Ja, ich sehe keine Sorge.
Where's actually out twice?
Oh mein Gott. Cool, dass wir auch noch 30 konnten. Wichtig. Fahrt ihr Idioten. Please, 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 please. Fahr.
The drift from coolest.
Ich hab los, ich hab los.
Still a lot to go though, holy hell.
Hast du's? Du bist vorne. Ja, du hast es.
Das Podium.
Okay, wir müssen jetzt noch gucken auf Kateshi.
Kateshi hat Strafe. Oh mein Gott.
Er hat Strafen, aber Levin ist dran.
Ja, Lelner macht Druck, Alter. Der ist eine Sekunde schneller als ich momentan.
Wow, 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 wow. Lennon hat. Yes! Yes! Lennon hat's! Lennon hat's! Lennon hat.
Geiler Typ.
Geiler Typ! Wir haben's geschafft! Wir haben's geschafft! Wir sind P3, Tim!
Was?
Wir sind P3!
Also du hast es geschafft.
Ah, nee,
Das
wir.
gleich.
Yeah, not really sure what I was saying. But yeah, at one point, the race finished in the day, huh? Not in the night as it usually does. But I can't lie in F2. I think it does finish in the day. So yeah, my apologies. Right, back in the clips. We've got. Yes, I think it is.
Ha!
Nice. There. One more.
Rotate, yeah. This one?
No. The entire team.
Bomb?
Nice field. On site.
Good shot, Phil.
Fucking hell!
Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Where's last?
Pablo.
Well, finally, very long day. There we have the last clip.
Oh no.
What should we have Hamilton?
Okay, there's gonna be chaos behind me.
Final lap as well on the sprint on the feature.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, there's the drift he mentioned.
Jesus.
Oh no.
There's the drift he mentioned. Yeah. That's gonna pretty much wrap up the F2 Championship. Very clip, so you know, might as well, why not? This was at the feature. It was a very bad start. Someone said he fell asleep. Tim got collected when he collected Shimmershape, and then.
What the fuck is Kvyatbona's AI racing?
What?
This can't be true.
Oh my god! You just have to laugh at this point at Codemasters, seriously. But yeah, well then, guess I'll just wrap up the stream here then. Thank you for watching, and also thanks to the drivers for providing entertainment too, and